Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. None of the buttons are working. Why are you... Wait a minute. Shift. I can't unload the trailer with the keyboard. I can do it with my steering wheel. That works with my steering wheel. But they're not working. Right. It's working now. There is some bugs with this one. It might be that I need to maybe rebuy it. I'm not quite sure, but it's not working at all. I wonder. I'll be back in a moment. Why is it that whenever I save the game and jump out without checking, the hired help is always in the middle of turning on the headland, so I can't just jump to it, press H and run away again. It's just one of those things. Right, anyway, so we can ignore that one, we can ignore that one. Let's go back to you. I did wonder if maybe I didn't have the pallet autoload specialization actually loaded, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. I'm not really sure what's going on with this one. Let's just try it out again. It's now working. It now is seeming to be absolutely fine. I press escape. Move around, look at different things. We were looking in here. I don't... Oh! I think I might know what it was. When I... Yeah, there we go. That's working perfectly now. When I loaded up the game, I installed all of the mods, but the game used to, in FS19, after you installed mods, it would automatically restart for you. But it doesn't do that anymore, and I didn't stop that. Like, I normally just exit and then come back in again, and I didn't do it this time. I didn't exit and come back in, so that might have been what caused it. So when I just sort of jumped in, I exited the game completely and then came back into it, and now it's working fine. So it's something to do with the installation, something like that. I don't think it's any great terrible thing that has happened, but it's just, I let you know these little things because if you have the same problem at some point in the future, now you know how to fix it. So if that happens to you, if you're getting a bit of a trouble with mod, it might just be that it's a new mod that you've only just installed. Exit the game, completely exit the game, and then come back into it and give it another go. See if that works. It might. It just did for me. I only just realised that it actually did for me. I didn't really know what I was looking for, but there we go. Right. We're going to load all of this lot up, because we should be able to get some more money for this, which is always good. Put those on there, and I've got one more. That one up on there as well. Strap them all down. I was actually trying to find out, because I've forgotten, again, price fluctuations for wool. Wool is currently at its maximum right here in April and May last time. So it's saying that this is about as high as it's going to get. The spinnery is currently 1,230 per pallet of wool. So we're on the 2nd of April. I think this is about as good as we're going to get with wool. I don't think we should be spending the money at the moment on getting a tailor or anything like that. So we're going to very, very carefully back this one round. Like this. And we are going to jackknife the trailer, trying to change direction on the hill. I haven't got a front weight on it, because it's really struggling with that. That's brilliant. I didn't get a front weight because I thought, you know, I'll run these down, and then I want to buy a mower. I don't want to bring that one back up, so it's going to stick the mower on the front. It's going to be stuck out the front, and we're going to bring that one back. So we have two mowers. We'll have one a small one that will go on the front of the tractor, and we'll have another one that will be a side-mounted mower that will go on the side. And hopefully that will allow us to make a little bit of silage up over there. We're going to go and cut a brand new area up there, and then we'll also be able to use that for planting crops later in the year. So I'm just going to, and also it's fairly level up there, so hopefully the round bales won't go tumbling off down the hill anyway. So we're going to bring this up here like this. Now hopefully the wool pallets will also load onto this trailer, so we'll just undo that, and yes, fantastic, look at that load. So we've got 2,500 litres of wool right here. I'm not going to bother taking... Actually, I will. I'll take everything. We will take every little tiny scrap of wool that we can get. Which means I will come down here like this. Very, very carefully and slowly. And then I want to put those two up on there. That trailer is about as full as we can get it. I don't think we're going to do any better than that. This tractor is going to struggle, but I'm alright with that. Are we going to want to buy anything other... I mean, we might be able to buy the wrapper as well. If we could put the mower on the front of the tractor, we could put the wrapper, maybe hook that one onto the back of the trailer, because the back of this trailer has got a hitch on it. So we might be able to pull it along like that. I don't really know. The baler we definitely won't. So we'd have to go and find one of these rare truffles. Now I did go and have a look for a rare truffle where I was told there was a rare truffle and I couldn't find one. So maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I haven't gone and looked at a guide or anything like that to find out where the cheese is. I don't really want to do that. I have on other maps. On the other two maps, I did look at guides to see where different bits would be. I'm not too fussed about whether or not I should or shouldn't. I don't particularly enjoy going and spending hours hunting for placeables and collectibles and things. Not placeables, the collectibles. I don't like going and spending hours looking for them, so I always go and get a guide and it tells me where they are. I haven't with this one, because I want to leave this one. We'll sort of try and find a few of them here and there, but I'm going to leave it for you guys to drop hints into the comments section. But I am going to ask you to do one thing, and that is don't give me a list of all of the locations. Only put one location on one comment, and also only one location per video. Like, if you want to, you can go through the next 12 videos and put a new location on each video. If you really want to do that, then you go for it. You knock yourself out and tell me where they all are. But what I don't really want is just one post with a list of the locations, where they all are. I'll see the comment, I'll like it, but I'm not going to read it, and I'm going to try to avoid absorbing the knowledge if possible. Because I want to give everybody a chance to sort of, you know, come up with where they found them and so on, and I probably won't remember anybody's name, so I don't really know why I'm worrying about it too much. But yeah, it just sort of feels like it would be a bit better if we just have one location per comment and only one per video, rather than just a list, because otherwise I might as well just go and look it up on my phone and then follow that list and run around the valley and pick them all up. So that's what we're going to do, to try and find all of these rare truffles. I mean, I know they used to be classed as cheese, but these days we're calling them truffles. So that's the plan. I'm going to go and find these. I know where two of them are, and I found one already. I did find one originally up on there, and I was actually recording when I found it. It was on that, you see the platform that sticks out? I'm not looking at this building right here, by the way. Traffic always stops next to this autoloader. It sort of has some sort of thing sticking out. If you look up there, let's jump out. There, now you can see the reticle on the screen. That platform up there, that balcony, there was a piece of cheese out on the corner of there. A truffle, sorry, a rare truffle. There was a rare truffle out on the corner of that balcony up there. So I've already had that one. We know there's one next to the church, and we know there's one next to the big cheese pedestal in the middle of town. So we know 2 other truffles. I don't really know why they've got a truffle sat next to a big cheese pedestal. You'd think it would be a truffle pedestal, really, wouldn't you? Well, they're obviously very strange up in these mountains. It must be the clean mountain air. It's done strange things to them. Anyway, so we've got 9 others to go and find. There are 9 other truffles to go and find. Now, at the moment, I need to find where I sell the wool. That's going to be the spinnery. I don't want to take it to the... I could take it to the supermarket, actually. What's the difference in price? So small as to be almost non-existent. And the price is actually going up for the supermarket. What's it doing with the other items that we've got? That's sitting still. That's dropping. I think we will just go and sell at the supermarket. We won't bother going separately to the spinnery. We'll sell everything that we've got right here to the supermarket because they also want wool, and the price difference is so small we'll end up with maybe 100 euros total in difference in price, and quite frankly I don't think it's worth it. So we'll drive on in here. I love this overloaded load, by the way. I think this does look really good. All those strawberries, tomatoes, the wool bales have been heaved up on top carefully in such a way as to squash all the tomatoes and the strawberries. I don't really know why we would go and do something like that, but, well, that's the kind of animals that we are. So we can bring you in round that way. Like that. And now we get to watch the money roll in. Are those sheep going to be... Wow. Okay. There goes all the wool. That money is, like, it's going up pretty quickly. I'm going to take off all of the straps there. The wool, I think, did pretty well. That was, like, 1,300. And what do we have? We have about 5,000 litres of wool, wasn't it? 3,000 litres of wool? I don't know. We had wool. Anyway. That's all of those in. 8,700. Are we going to be able to see how much we made? So we got the vehicle leasing cost. We got property income. Sold bales, 12,684. Sold wool, 4,366. And then we got sold products as well. So the wool got us 4,366 euros. That's not bad at all. For our first round, 4,366. We're going to have the lambs and everything, like all of the sheep are going to be full grown soon, which means we're going to be able to get a really nice income. This time next year, April, each year, is when we can sell wool. But I mean, hopefully by this time next year, we'll be able to afford to buy the tailor, and we'll be able to start on that one. So I'm just going to bring this one in here a minute. So we're going to want to buy our baler and other stuff, but I want the mower first because I don't want to do it with just that one little mower. It's going to take way too long. This one here is my favorite option. It's a 4.4 meter wide mower. It is 18,000, but I mean, that's not very much. There's that one there, which is 4 meters. There's a trailed mower. Not as good. There's 25,000 right there for a double width mower, which is a huge amount of money, by the way. What about that one? Is that meant for going on the front? No. Yeah, it is. That's meant to go on the front of a tractor. Or it goes on the back and you push it along. Like a rear steer one. That's a bit different, that one is. And we've got that one there. It's 149,000, that is. So I haven't got any other side-mounted mowers. Or we've got the disc bine there. That one's available. That's 20,000. 18,000 is the cheapest option. Now, we've got this one right here. It's 2.4 meters. I could just do it with that one and not use anything else. It's just that it takes quite a while to do the mowing, and I'd rather speed things up a little bit. I mean, we can use the hired help to do it. Once we've sort of made a start on things, the hired help will go through and do the rest of it, and then we can sort of deal with gathering up the rest of things. That one is 18,000 right there. Before I commit, we've got our baler that we had our eye on. Oh, by the way, we've got these two mods here. These, absolutely brilliant. Right, look at that. Look at the rake on there. Silage additive tank, we can go and put that on as well on the back. That'd be really good. But that, there. Single pass operation. Been waiting for this. I was hoping they would really, someone would do a mod of this in FS19, but it never turned up. There was ones floating around, but I prefer ones off of Mod Hoster and that. But yeah, so we've got that one. This is our baler that we want, right here. We've got nothing available for us at the minute. That combine's no good for us either. So the baler, that one, that bad boy right there. 30,000. I have the money to go and buy that one right there. We can buy it right now. We've got a round baler. Then we're going to want bale wrappers. And the only wrapper that we are interested in is this one for 22,000. It's not particularly cheap, but I mean, it does work. I know that it works, and it wraps fast. It's good. That's the bad boy that we want. So it's 52,000. And then we're going to want the mower as well, which takes us up to 70 grand. Now, I got 33,810 at the moment. If I go and take a look over here, this one's still going. I've got one that I can cash in on, so let's just do that. Ploughing completed, 5,593. That one there is going to end up getting us about, well, let's say 4 grand. So we'll collect this one right here, another 5 grand. All done, says 39,000. I need the 40 grand. So we want to go and have a look for our rare truffles lying around. I don't know if there's any rare truffles in here. I'm not going to spend too long looking for them in here. I know where there's 2. I know where we have 2 rare truffles that we can go and get. There's one just here. Let's cross over the road. We go up this way. We walk up through here. So there is one rare truffle just lying in street. Someone obviously found it and then dropped it. 10 grand. I thought they were 20,000 each. We may have to find more. Seriously, I thought they were 20,000 each. I was counting on them being 20,000 each. This is not very good. Let's cross over here. And there is the one. Another rare truffle on the bench right there. So there we go. You found a rare truffle. There are 9 more. That puts me at just under 60,000. I want to be able to buy. We're not starting mowing yet. We'll be mowing in May, not now in April. We could do a cut of hay first. So we buy the mower, we buy the baler, and then we do a cut of hay. And sell that in order to get the money. I've just picked up 2 rare truffles. I don't know where any more are, and I don't want to spend ages searching for them. I don't think that's the right thing to go and do. So what we will do is we'll buy the mower first, because we can mow quickly then. And I really want this mower. So I'm going to buy that one. Yes, that's 18,000. Then we're also going to go and buy the baler. So we get that one. That's 30,000. The other baler options are considerably more expensive, and we don't want to be forking out that kind of money. So we'll buy this one right here. We've got 2 shades of yellow that we can use. Seems to be a lot of difference, to be honest. So we'll buy that one as well. There's 30,000 euros there for that one, this old baler. It only does the very smallest bale option. Now, the question is, can I put that baler behind the trailer? I'm thinking probably not, so we're probably going to have to run twice for this. But we'll soon find out. Let's drive up on their hedge, shall we? So I'll bring you back over this way. Nope. We cannot do that. So I will put the mower on the front, and then we will drive that back up, and then we'll come back down, and we will have to collect the baler later. Yeah, that is the only way that we can do this. I was just wondering if we could maybe put something on the trailer, but the only way to do that would be to put the baler on the trailer, and we don't have a loading ramp here to be able to do that with, and I can't pick it up with the forklift. I could cheat and use the strength mod that is now available on Mod Hub, but that's not realistic. We're not going to do that. This, to be honest, isn't overly realistic, but I have actually carried stuff like this before. When you're transporting machinery from one field to another, one location to another over a distance, you do tend to do some pretty weird and wonderful things with your tractor and machinery in order to be able to get there as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So I've definitely seen stuff like this being done. It is difficult. I've carried an implement on the front of the tractor that I was driving. It didn't stick out that far. And I also had we used to use these, one person I worked for, we used to use very, very big silage trailers. It was contractor, and the silage trailers that we used were really, really long silage trailers. About as long a silage trailer as you're going to get running around on the roads in the UK. And so you had to swing out fairly wide around corners and that when you were doing silage normally. If we were traveling any distance from one field to the next, we would always do it Oh! You don't want to come down that hill so fast. It was entirely your fault. The way that we would do it is that one of the tractors would take... What did they take? They had something on a trailer, I think. Whether it wasn't the header for the forager, because that one went on its own. What did we have to take? Wasn't the butt rake. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. One of the tractors that was taking silage trailers had to take something else. And they would always have to take something else. So one person would have to have two silage trailers, one behind the other. So you'd hook these two silage trailers up together, and then you'd be driving along. So you got one really long silage trailer, and then you got another one right behind it. And I also had an implement on the front. That was fun. I actually really enjoyed that. It was a real challenge because I had to drive right through the middle of a city because we were working out. We were based on one side, and the job we were doing was out the other side of the city. So we went through when it was quiet. Like we didn't plan this for rush hour or anything stupid. But it was quite a challenge to be able to get all the way through and out the other side. Even though it wasn't rush hour, even though it wasn't busy or anything like that, it was a significant challenge to be able to get all the way through and out with these long trailers. Luckily, I did have someone going along in front. They were in a small vehicle, it was just a car or something, and on smaller roads they were just kind of staying there and stopping the traffic from coming in. If I had to go out round big corners and that, they would go up and just block the road so that I could get round the corners and things like that. The mini roundabout, so it was really interesting. It was fun. Like I really did enjoy it. Driving. I only ever got to do it once. It was something that they did occasionally, and they would sort of let different people would do it. Most of the drivers that worked for that company didn't like doing it, but there were 3 of us that did like doing it, and 2 of them they had seniority over me. I did not have any kind of seniority whatsoever. So the only time I only got to do it once, because they said that they would give me at least one turn so that I could just sort of see what it was like, and I loved it, but they wouldn't let me do it again because the other 2 guys, they liked doing it as well. So yeah, I didn't get that chance again. A bit disappointed with that, but I did get to do it once, and that was a lot of fun. I was really pleased to be able to do that. So let's drop that one down there. And in order to do this, you can't lower it down because it automatically unfolds, so you have just got to unhitch and drop it. You just got to dump it to the ground, unfortunately. We'll go and get our front weight back on, because we've missed that one. We've been needing it. And now we have 2 mowers, which is good. This is something that we want. We are going to need to get a bale squeeze as well to be able to move the bales and get them onto the trailer. We'll have to stack them onto the 4-wheel trailer rather than the other one. I think would be better for transporting the bales. We're going to have to be hand stacking, I think. There is a trailer we can get that has an auto-load function on it, but I don't think we'll be using it. I will actually do some manual loading of bales a bit here. But what I'm thinking is that we may have to start off with doing hay rather than silage. So our first cut we do is hay. We've got the tools for doing that. Although I would really like a slightly bigger rake to be able to do that. I don't think we can afford that. The windrower right there. We've got that one there, the 4.7 meter wide one. That's the one that we own. And it does one side. It's 19,500 for the next one up. What have we got in the way of mods? I got a Crone Swadro there. It's 19 meters wide. Thinking that is a little bit excessive for our little farm right here. I wanted something sort of, halfway between. But, I mean, this one might be alright. We could go with that one. 19,500 for that one. We've got 11 grand. Yeah, we're not going to get enough selling this one back anyway. Oh, but we do have the... No, we'll save our money. We don't... It's not something that we need. It's just something that would be nice to have, sort of situation. So we're going to save our money on that front. And we'll sort of wait. So there's one cheese that I do want to find. Is that one in there? I was told there was a cheese somewhere. Truffle. Rare truffle. There was a rare truffle somewhere in around there, but I couldn't find it. So I don't know where that one is. I was told it was there somewhere. Let's go down here, shall we? Around there. And we go off and get our baler. So if we do our first crop as hay, we could sell all the hay, and then we could do the second cut as silage, because we should have enough then to go and buy the wrapper. Now, we might be able, between now and then, to get enough money to buy a wrapper. That's going to be 22,000 that we need for that wrapper. At the moment, we've got 11,000. We're going to get about 4 grand when this ploughing job is finished. I don't know how much longer it's going to be, but it shouldn't be too much longer. So once the ploughing job is done, 4,000... That contractor's finished, so he's only got another couple of passes to actually finish the field. And we do have them finish the field. That is one thing that we do. They finish the field. Unless, of course, the farmer wants a set-aside strip again. We have already had one farmer ask for a set-aside strip. So we could go with that option, set aside strip again. This is not like it's not like we haven't done it before. There is another thing that I want to talk to you about. It has been pointed out that I already did a series here on Erlengrat, hardcore series when we built up. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.